I have a daughter who 6 years old, just turned 6, and well, I mean, let me tell you something. That kid is 6 going on 7, if you know what I mean. You know, I mean, she's not special, is what I'm saying. She's not. I mean, she's special to me, of course, but I mean, she hasn't demonstrated any like advanced logical thinking skills or artistic creativity or anything like that at all. I mean, she hasn't. You know, if you saw her and you'd be like, how old is she? And I said 6. You'd go, that sounds about right. But just turned 6, yeah? Okay. Whew. I was gonna say, otherwise her verbal skills are a little on the lower side, yeah. And I've learned so much about from being a dad. It's all new to me, and you know, and I'm an old dad. You know, I'd say older, but that seems to be sugarcoating the reality. I'm old. I'm an old dad, and there are truly so many awful things about having a child, but there are. But one of the worst is. I now have to engage in small talk and chit chat that I never would ever give the time of day to, you know? Like, and you have to do it all the time. And like before I had a kid, you know, if I was hanging out at the playground and, no, but if I was at the park or something and before I had a kid and then some guy would, you know, referencing a bunch of noisy kids, some guy would be, like, engage me and go like, oh, man, boy, they're a handful, huh? Like, before I had a kid, my response would be, what the fuck? And I'd walk away and I'd be correct to do so. That'd be the right thing to do. But now I have to engage with that person because, you know, that's a potential play date. And you have to have as many potential play dates in your back pocket as possible because it is inevitable that at some point my wife will be out of town and I will wake up still, I mean, not even hungover, just drunk. I'll be drunk. I will, you know, clinically be drunk. And I'm gonna have to put that kid somewhere for an hour just to take a shit, you know? And so I have to talk to that person now and I have to, you know, be nice and all that. And the thing is, you know, I live in Brooklyn, all right? So there's just tons of younger hipster parents, tons, and I can't stand them, and I didn't like them when I was part of that scene, and you know, and I really don't like it. So I'll be at the playground, you know, with my daughter, and this guy will roll up, and this guy, you know, they're like the kind of guy who's got the those bright orange like longshoreman hat, knit woolly hats, but then they roll it all the way up. You know what I mean? Like they roll it that's too rolled up. It's not even over your ears. It's not doing the one single thing a hat is fucking made for. You're not, and you're bald. And so now it's just like a pasty for your head. I don't understand. And so like a guy with that hat and then, you know, one of those like, you know, 23 skidoo mustaches and like a full sleeve of like, you know, retro toasters or some shit like that. And then a skirt and culottes and a big whetstone, an oily, glistening whetstone that's like dangling off a sheath, right? This thing, and you're like, what the, what, who, when, how, why, you know? Oh, the whetstone, oh, yes. Oh, yes, well, I just got back from crafting. Me and the gang get together and we'll craft, and I'm making, I make bespoke, handcrafted, artisanal, farm-to-table marbles. And well, here's the thing. So the gang and I will get together, we'll craft, and we'll make you know, knives from Mumbly Peg and jacks and we get to, because I think we've lost the connection, the joy that we had as youth. I think we've gotten so cynical in the last 4 or 5 years, with with COVID and he who shall not be named. And so we play the games of our youth. Well, not our youth, but the youth of our fathers' games, which are harken back to a simpler, innocent time. And so that's, and right now I'm working on an ethically sourced paddle ball that I think is going to be. Anyway, that asshole will come up to me, and I'll be at the playground with my daughter, and I'll be minding my own business, and that guy will come up going, "Oh, man, boy, they're a handful, huh?" Yeah. Can be. Yeah. Which one's yours? The girl on the monkey bars there. Oh, she's playing with my boy. That's my boy. That's Copernicus. Yeah. Good kid. That kid is something else, man, let me tell you. That kid is 6 going on 30, you know what I mean? No, I don't. How? In what way? Name one way. Does he have heart disease? I mean... And one of the things that I learned is when you have a kid, you really are forced to confront and do something about your bad habits and your bad traits, and really do something. Like it's not like, when you get married and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna be a better person and I'm gonna learn how to do this and I'm gonna express myself. And a month later, you're like, nah, fuck that. I'm married. It's all done.